Devotional. Refuge in the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall dwell under the shadow of the Almighty. This image of a safe haven under God's shadow conveys the deep peace and security we find in living close to Him. In a world full of uncertainties and dangers, this verse invites us to find our refuge in the presence of God, who is our protector, our strength, and our peace. Dwelling under His shadow means not only being safe, but also experiencing His closeness and care in all moments of life. 1. The security of dwelling in the shelter of the Most High. Dwelling in the shelter of the Most High implies remaining close to God, under His constant care and protection. The shelter is a metaphor that conjures up the image of a safe haven, a place where we can rest and find peace. Living in that safe place does not mean being free from hardship, but even though we face challenges, we can rest easy knowing that God has us covered and protected. Deuteronomy 33 verse 12 describes how the people of Israel were under the protection of the Lord on their journey, a reminder that whenever we seek His refuge, He will protect us. 2. The nearness of the Almighty. The second part of the verse, He shall dwell under the shadow of the Almighty, reminds us that, by taking refuge in God, we are under the protection of the Creator of the universe, the one who has all power and control over all things. Almighty emphasizes that there is nothing and no one stronger than Him. God's shadow represents not only His protection, but also His presence. It is a place of rest and safety, but also a place where we can experience His closeness and unconditional love. Living under His shadow, we experience the peace that comes from being in His nearness. 3. The invitation to live under His constant protection. This verse is not only a promise, but an invitation. God not only wants to be our protector in times of need, but He wants us to live in His nearness every day. Living in the shelter of the Most High is a lifestyle. It is a daily decision to draw near to Him, to trust in His care, and to rest in His faithfulness. Psalm 91 reminds us that as we live in that fellowship with God, we are under His constant care, and He will keep us from any danger, whether visible or invisible. Practical applications. 1. He seeks God's refuge daily. Not just when you're facing difficulties, but every day. Take time to pray, read the Bible, and be in His presence. In doing so, you will dwell in the shelter of the Most High and experience His peace and protection. 2. Trust in His protection in times of fear or uncertainty. When you are faced with challenges, turn to God and remember that His shadow covers you. You can rest securely, knowing that He is in control over all circumstances. 3. Live in God's nearness, not just in His protection. Dwelling in the shelter of the Most High also means enjoying intimacy with Him. Not only seek Him when you need help, but also to know Him more deeply and experience His love every day. Conclusion. Psalm 91:1 invites us to live under the shadow of the Almighty, a place of protection, peace, and closeness to God. By dwelling in the shelter of the Most High, we can rest easy, trusting that He cares for us at all times. May we live each day close to Him, trusting in His constant protection and enjoying His presence in our lives. Living under God's shadow is the best refuge we can have, a refuge that gives us security, peace, and hope, no matter what circumstances we face.